Good morning, this is episode 5 of the build-up and preparation of our cycling challenge from Gdansk to Venice. Time's gone fast and it's upon us now, and we will be going next Thursday, and today I'm going to pack all this away ready for the airport and just show you what is inside all of the bags. But before we do that, I just want to say sincere thanks to the Woodman pub in Limassol, the Bay Tree pub, and Freddie Morcoy with his amazing Freddie Mercury acts. These people have they've given us some good sponsorship and they're backing us up as time goes on. There's going to be a singer and a party and stuff when all this is over. And we really appreciate that these guys are helping us. So this is the setup. This is everything that I'm taking. Yesterday I sorted out all the bags, all the clothes, all the electronics, you name it, everything's in there. That what you see is what I'll be travelling with. Frank's got a similar setup. I think it is a bit lighter than mine because I think mine's about 50 kilos, which is pretty bloody heavy. The only difference is this bag will be strapped onto the handlebars. I've not put it on now because every time you put it on there's a cable that wears out every time you attach it to the handlebars. But as I say, we're going to now see what's inside the bags. As you can see, I'm now indoors. It's just too hot outside. It's the end of August, 36, 37 degrees with a high rate of humidity. So we'll get cracking and we'll look at what's inside these bags. We've got 7 bags altogether. This one goes on the handlebars on the front. These 2 on the front forks. This one is the bar bag across there. And we have the back panniers that go on the rack at the back, and the tent sits on there. First of all, the clothing bag, one of the big bags on the back rack. Inside here we've got a thin jumper, a tool kit with tyre levers, cables, cable ties, spare inner tubes, ducting tape. This can come in very handy for things like your handlebar tape coming off or holes in your airbed. It's very useful. Ducting tape is very good. I've got here 5 pairs of socks, shorts, long trousers, combat style trousers, long sleeve t-shirt, another long sleeve t-shirt. Got bits of cycling stuff here. That's the bandanas for the head, cycling gloves, a vest, 1, 2, 3, 4 t-shirts. I've got 5 pairs of underwear and swimming trunks, 2 base layers for when you're cycling, when you're on the bike, cycle jersey, another cycle jersey, more underpants, base layer for the legs, gloves again, cycling shorts, there'll be another pair of cycling shorts, and a belt for the trousers, and just a sweatband. On to the next rear pannier, a small towel, toiletries, shampoo, aftershave, razor, underarm deodorant, toothbrush and toothpaste. This small bag here has 2 bin liners in it, some toilet paper, a simple cloth and 6 clothes pegs. A fleece. We're going to Poland. It's getting a bit colder there now. And Central Europe, I see the weather forecast, a lot of rain as well. Which brings me on, I've got to get myself a waterproof jacket, which will be added to this lot. Also, that fleece can be used as just a bit of extra comfort on the inflatable pillow inside the tent. Next thing here, it's a big bike lock that could go around both bikes. A standard bike lock. Inflatable mattress. Sleeping bag. Micro towel, which I'm going to use actually as a sheet on top of the inflatable mattress. Earplugs and an inflatable pillow. Onto the 2 front panniers. Another fleece. Flip-flops. Just some extra bungee cords and a raincoat will go in there. And the other one, neck warmer. A windproof cycling top. And an extra bag for the airport. Also in there will go my iPad. Again, the tent, that's pretty self-explanatory. It's all in there. I did say in an early video that I would take the cheaper Krivet tent from Lidl, but I've decided not to. When I tested my good expensive tent, it's a much better tent, so that's the one that's going with me. It's an MSR 1 man. The bar bag. It's an electrical adapter for camping sites. These are pretty standard all over Europe. You plug them in and then you've got power. In most cases, the electric is always on in the campsite. A small first aid kit. And there, at the moment, there's an electrical adapter and there's going to be a charging hub and all the charging wires that will go in there. And this is a heavy duty power bank, very handy. Onto the handlebar bag. Cycling sunglasses, normal sunglasses, small DJI action camera. That's the bracket that I was talking about that holds the front handlebar bag on. A mini cycling tool. Everything that's on there will be able to dismantle the bits and pieces for when I put it in the box. Waterproof wallet. It's a waterproof seat cover because this is a leather seat. It's a Brooks. It's quite an expensive saddle that. If it rains on it, it basically goes like a wet sponge, so you've got to protect it from the rain. So if it does rain, I just put this cover over the top. And inside there is a wet bag for any wet clothes that I just have to keep separate from any other clothes. It's another cover. Swiss Army knife. small puncture repair kit with tyre levers inside, a spork, basically a spoon and a fork and a bottle opener, another spare inner tube which is quick access, torch for the tent, or if it's severe weather, it's just some extra lighting. If you're going through a storm, you've got extra lighting on the road as well. A notebook. These are places I've been to which I've noted down in the past, all the kilometres, etc. A pedal wrench, because the pedals have to come off when we pack the bike away, and it can also be used for hitting the pegs into the ground for the tent. Just a little pocket in there that important documents like passport and stuff will go in. Obviously these bottle cages here will have the bottles in, one with water and one with electrolytes in for some energy. All these bags, I've built them up over the years. They're quite expensive. They're Ortlieb, made in Germany, very good quality, proper waterproof. Nothing gets in here, no water gets in them whatsoever. There you see it, that's all the stuff that's going. I know what you're thinking, there's a lot of stuff, especially the clothes, but this is for 2 weeks. I've tried to not take stuff, and usually from experience there's nothing there that I will not use. It's all going and it will all be used. That's all the bags sorted out. I'm now going to get this bike cleaned up, get the dirty oil off the chain, and pack it into a bike box ready for the airport. Some of these things will go in the box as well. Just a little bit about the bike. I bought this bike 2 years ago for a similar trip. Me and my friend Russ, we went from Zagreb to Athens. And this bike was just perfect for what we needed to do. It's a classic model. It's the oldest running model in the Trek range. It's a 520 touring bike. It's still being made with the same classic shape. It's a very strong bike. It's made of steel. Everything on it is, how can I say, made simple. For example, external cables, so if you're out in the middle of nowhere, repairs are easier to do than on the bikes of nowadays with internal cables, etc. It's got disc brakes. I upgraded the tyres to these Schwab Marathon, very good quality tyres. They have a line inside, so they're very tough made, and it's difficult to get punctures, because there's nothing worse than getting a puncture when you're carrying a bike with all this weight on it, when you're riding a bike with all this weight on it, and it can take you up to an hour to repair a puncture. I also upgraded the saddle. This is a Brooks saddle, British made. It's very high quality. It's actually moulded to the shape of your body after a few rides. It is extremely comfortable when you're riding the bike. It's got the racks on which came with the bike to be able to carry all the stuff. Even the spokes, the great big thick steel spokes, which the whole bike is very heavy before you put anything on it. And just about the gears, it's got these, it's got an 9-speed cassette on the back, along with 3 chain rings to get you up those hills. When I ride this bike on the flats and the downhill, it's not so bad the weight, because once you get the momentum going, you just keep it going. The only difficult part is when you're going up hills, that's when you are working your body to get that weight up the hills. About the charity, so far it's up to €2,400, which is fantastic. We go in 10 days from now, so before we go, we're up to 2,400 already. It's amazing. It's down to you guys that have been sharing the posts, supporting us, spreading the word for us, and even donating. We've had some very generous donations from people, but as I say, if you haven't got any money or can't afford to, just if you want to help us, just spread the word for us. As always, if you want to follow us, like the Facebook page, like the videos on YouTube, and you can even subscribe, which of course is free. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I'm not sure if there will be another video now until we're actually making the journey to Gdansk, so we'll see you soon. Cheers.